I've got some really sad news to share with you. Despite all our team's best efforts, and despite all the families that are part of our community, Officrèche is not proving sustainable as a business. Just before we recruited Lisa to lead our team 2 years ago, I set myself some reasonable financial targets to ensure that Officrèche would be a business that could support itself, the staff team and the families for which we provide such a vital service. Unfortunately, we are not hitting those targets. I am so sorry to have to announce this. As I'm sure you realise, this is an incredibly hard decision for me to make, one that I have considered long and hard. Tuesday the 25th of July, the last day of the summer term, will be the last day we will operate as a nursery. We'd be delighted for you to use us up until this time, but understand if you want to start looking for alternative childcare immediately. We will reimburse with cash the value of any unused hours on the 26th of July. If you have subscriptions and you have not reached your minimum 4-month term, we will cancel them at your wish with no penalty. Those of you who use childcare vouchers to pay for your childcare will need to let your voucher companies know that we are no longer providing childcare for your little ones. Please contact Lisa or myself to discuss how to ensure that you only pay for the childcare hours you are going to use up until our closing date. We can adjust your subscription hours to match your family needs and childcare voucher amounts so that you keep all your vouchers in your voucher account to use elsewhere later this year. I understand your first priority will be to work out a new childcare solution for your family. I know that if you're looking for fixed spaces, there's a new nursery opening in Hanover. Some of our staff may well move on to positions there, and I have spoken to the owner, so I know there will be places for your little ones if that should suit your specific situation. The continuity of care with our lovely practitioners may well prove very attractive. And for those of you who need our unique flexibility, I am, if that's possible, even more sorry. I know the new nursery in Hanover is willing to help with some flexibility in the short term. My staff know your children, and they may well be available for ad hoc private arrangements. Please feel free to talk to them about this. I am sorry if this seems like short notice to be telling you of the closure of Officrèche. I only told the staff 2 weeks ago, at the beginning of the consultation period for their impending redundancy. I know there will be sadness, frustration, and perhaps even anger from those of you who have only just started using us. I take full responsibility for that decision to keep to this limited timeline, so please direct any reactions towards me. I decided on this to keep our cash flow steady in order to facilitate the exit of our staff as well as our families. Please contact me in person with any questions or comments. We'll be organising a party for the kids and adults to mark the end of our 6 years in business. There is much to celebrate along with the sadness of our closing. We hope you can come along. And we want to thank every single one of you for your support over the years, for building our community and for being part of something unique. We've seen so many of your little ones join us, grow older and move on. We've seen countless entrepreneurial projects born, develop and flourish among members. Officrèche has pioneered a new way of doing childcare and empowering families, and has planted seeds of change across the childcare sector that will lead to better, more flexible services for modern families in the future. It's thanks to you that could happen. Thank you.